Yo, what's good, my nephews and nieces? This is your favorite uncle, Uncle Timmy, and today I have another special banger for you, right? Today we're going to talk about how to make a Dennis Rodman type build, but before we get into the video, make sure you drop a like, subscribe, as like of the video, push the video to the recommended, and of course subscribe and put your notification for my daily uploads. But without further ado, let's hop straight into this video. Okay, so first and foremost, we know that Dennis Rodman is considered the greatest rebounder of all time. Maybe Moses Malone will be another one that's out there, but regardless, what makes him, to my opinion, the greatest is because he did this at 6'6", okay? He was a power forward, small forward type, and he did this at 6'6", 261 pounds with a 7'2" wingspan, okay? Now, this build is definitely meant for the park. You could use this in the rec also. It would be fun to use this one in the rec. You just have to understand that at 6'6", you will be playing the power forward position or the center position, right? Now, some people might say, well, why don't you put him at small forward so there's a chance that he plays small forward? You don't want to be a small forward because that might push you too far away from the basket consistently, but I'll let that be your call, okay? So I'm choosing power forward because at the end of the day, I know 99.9% of the time I'm going to be a power forward. I'll never be put at the center because I'm too small. But I do not think I will be put at the, I know that you're on it. When you make yourself a power forward, you're either going to be a power forward or a center. You're not going to be a position power forward and be playing at a small forward position, okay? Now, if you make this build a small forward, yes, you will float between small forward and power forward. But if you make it at a power forward, 99.9% of the time, you will just be a power forward, okay? So that's the reason why I'm doing that. This build will be really, really fun in the rec because of the undersized, just, out there competing, trying to get rebounds. But then on the park, this is gonna be really, really dominant in the park, okay? So 6'6", 261 pounds. Now, obviously, Dennis Rodman is probably only maybe 215, maybe 210, around there. But at 6'6", just to be able to get a 92 rebound, I have to go 261 pounds, and I had to max out the wingspan. So, we're trying to work around some things here to be able to get it as, I guess you can say, as close as possible to some of these attributes, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go really high on his speed, 85 on his speed. Dennis Rodman had a motor that just would not stop, and we wanna be able to have that shown by just being very fast compared to the other power forwards and centers he might be going against, especially in the park. Then we're gonna go 80 on the agility, and we're gonna get our strength all the way up to 92, okay? So we'll go 92 on the strength, so you will be able to get that brick wall on gold, but you also will be able to get a move on force on legend, and we're going to talk about that in a second. We're going all the way up to 85 on the vert, a very high vert here, to make sure that he's just, again, trying to be that really dominant rebounding player that he was, okay? Now, when it comes to the finishing, he wasn't known for his finishing, but I wanted to make sure I just got certain things that just made sense. So 75 on a close shot to be able to get the paint prodigy on bronze. We didn't do anything to the driving layup. We will go 80 on the driving dunk. I felt like this was just a must just to be able to get that aerial wizard on gold. And then we're gonna go 72 on the standing dunk. Even though Dennis Rodman wasn't doing standing dunks, well, let me phrase that. When he was playing with the Pistons, of course that was a big thing. But we all know, like I said, from the Spurs on, he wasn't really out there just dunking on people, right? He was just getting rebounds, putting them back. Really, what he doing? He didn't care about points. He would just get rebounds and just pass the ball back out. But I do want to make sure he can at least get that rise up. So if you are getting that offensive rebound, you can go right back up and get that with confidence, okay? Same thing for post control. Did he have a post control? Of course not, right? Again, he didn't score, but I wanted to make sure I at least gave him a decent amount of post control just in case you get in, you want to try to do a drop step or something like that. Who knows, right? But again, you could push this stuff back and lower it down and put it elsewhere. Now, Dennis Rodman wasn't a shooter. Again, he didn't care about scoring points, right? I think he has the most 20-point rebound games without points. Seriously, he'll have 20 rebounds and no points. But I still wanted this build. They got to be able to shoot a little bit, right? So you didn't want to be so I went 78 just to be able to get the set shot specialist on silver. Now, again, if you are cool with making a pure inside, like for me, I'm cool making a pure inside Dennis Rodman because I know I'm gonna run with teammates. But if you're running with randoms, you're most likely gonna have to have some type of mid-range, so you can at least be able to get into shooting the mid-range so they can respect you. So we will go 78 with that mid-range, okay? Now, I did go 71 on the free throw just so I can be able to hit any type of free throws I have. But that is another category that you could just drop all the way down if you're going to use this strictly for Park, okay? Now for the playmaking side, I went 75 just to get that pass accuracy. The break starter on silver. I did not worry about ball handle or speed with ball. Again, this build is basically an inside that I gave a mid-range to, right? But really where this build is going to shine is going to be on the defense. So we're going all the way up to 93 on the interior defense. As you can see, this will give you post lockdown on Hall of Fame, and you'll get off-ball pass on gold. I definitely think this is insane. You could even use a max +1 here and get this post lockdown to legend. Then what we're going to do on our perimeter defense is we're going to go 89 on our perimeter defense, but we will use 5 cap breakers here. And by doing that, you will get gold challenger, gold on ball menace, and you will get gold pick dodger. Okay, so just keep that in mind. 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, right? So if you use that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as you can see, you get your immovable enforcer right here. All right, you get that on legend. You get your pick dodger, your on ball menace, and your challenger will all be on gold. So again, you'll have that ability to do that, so keep that in mind. Then we're also going to go 91 on our steal. Okay, 91 on our steal will give us gold glove and gold interceptor. Again, was Dennis Rodman an individual that got steals and that at a high rate and all that? No, but he was literally one of the better defenders of all time, right? He was just an absolute nuisance on the court. Like, people, if he was on your team, you loved him. If you played against him, you absolutely hated him. He had a motor that didn't stop. He was annoying. He did anything and everything get in your skin. That's just what made him great. We're gonna go 78 on the block to be able to get that high fly denier on silver. Of course, we're gonna max out our offensive rebound, and then we're gonna go 87 on our defensive rebound, but we will use 5 cap breakers here, and that will give you gold rebound chaser, which I recommend using a max +1 to get that on Hall of Fame. And then of course that would also give you your pogo stick on gold, and then you will, so gold rebound chaser and gold pogo stick you will get also. Okay, so this is what we're looking at. I think that this is going to be a really fun undersized Dennis Rodman build. When you come here, obviously there's a couple that stands out immediately, like, all right, bet you definitely want to try to use this. One will be obviously board beast, right? That'll give you a 97 offensive rebound with a 99 defensive rebound with, of course, the ability to see the future. Okay, that is going to be a big one. And then another one would be the commander, which will give you the 99 interior defense with the 85 block, but again, the 94 defensive rebound with the rim protector. I just still think the board beast would be the best. And then there's one more that I want to point out. And again, see the future with the 92 offensive rebound with the 94 defensive rebound, which that will be a 99 defensive rebound with 99 strength. And of course, see the future. The physicality might actually be better than the board beast, I ain't gonna lie, because that 99 strength is crazy. And then we have something called, we have the nuance, which again will give you 96 perimeter defense, 87 agility with the 99 strength. But again, I feel like this is going to be the best. And then of course we have horse, which is another one that you got to take into consideration, because this is a 92 vert, a 92 offensive rebound. And again, once you get your cap breakers, that'd be a 99 defensive rebound. So there is a lot to take in, but I really feel like horse or physicality might be the one that you definitely want to take in consideration. That strength or the vert that you want to add to the rebounding. Okay, but that's what my take on it. All right, and of course here you have it, my nephews and nieces. This is my 6'6" Dennis Rodman build. It didn't have any shades of Dennis Rodman. There's a lot of things you got to take down. You got to take down all the, like, a lot of the finishing, pass accuracy. Like, there's a lot of stuff that Dennis Rodman didn't have, but I wanted to make sure this translated well in the part too. Okay, so let me know in the comment section what you think about my Dennis Rodman build. What would you change differently? Do you like it? And other than that, it's your favorite old head Uncle Demi. I'll be back really, really soon with the banger, man. You know, when I say back soon with the banger, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about tomorrow, man. I'm out.